Okay, for today's OT session, you're going to need your Play-Doh and your tongs, your eraser board with your marker and your eraser, your little bag of beads with your pipe cleaner, some cards that have like a mountain drawn on them, and then a circle with your scissors. So you're probably going to have to get some help to draw those on there. And then a separate card with 4 circles and 4 squares and your box of crayons. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is do our little warm-up exercise with our Play-Doh. So go ahead and open your lid by pushing down with your thumb and pulling up on the side of the lid with your fingertips. So you're going to pull up until you get your Play-Doh open. Then turn it over and squeeze the can and turn it until your Play-Doh comes out. And it may take yours a little bit longer. Then let's go ahead, put it in our hand. We're going to warm up by squeezing it with our hand, and the opposite hand we're going to just straighten out our fingers. We're going to do that about 10 times. Then once we do that, we're going to have our Play-Doh on the table, and we're just going to use our hands and we're going to squish down on our Play-Doh. And then flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. And go ahead and pull a little bit of your Play-Doh, little piece off, probably about this much. And then go back and flatten this down again, because we're going to go ahead and do our pizza. So once you get it into kind of a circle, and you can roll it out a little bit if you want with your marker. You can use your marker as a roller. Then we're going to use this piece of our Play-Doh, and remember, we're going to tear off and make little pepperonis. So we're going to tear some off. You can put it in your palm of your hand and just roll the palm of your hand until you get a little ball. So we're going to make 8 of those. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more makes 8. So now we have 8 little balls that we're going to use as our pepperoni. So grab your little tongs and hold down towards the bottom of your tongs with your fingers. Try to put your thumb on one side, and then you can use your fingers on the other. We're going to pick that up, and we're just going to place it on our pizza. So you can place it anywhere you want on the pizza. Remember, if it gets stuck, you can use your finger to kind of help take it off. The last one. All right, once we have all of our pepperoni on, we're going to take our pointer finger and we're just going to smash our pepperonis down. So smash all those down. And it should look something like this. So we have all of our pepperonis on our pizza. All right, once we do that, then we're going to use our fingertips and we're going to roll it up into our burrito pizza. Just like that. So now it kind of looks like a burrito. And then go ahead and let's use both hands and we're going to roll it out into a snake. So we went from a pizza to a burrito, and now we're going to go into a snake. All right, and then go ahead and grab your scissors that we got out. We're going to cut that. So we're going to cut our Play-Doh into pieces. Grab the other half. And it's easier if you're going to cut this in half first to try to hold it. That way it's not so long. There we go. And we have all these little bitty pieces. You can do the same thing. Grab your tongs and place those back into the can. Sometimes if it gets stuck, you might have to use your other finger to help get it off of your tongs. All right, great job. Now we have all of our little pieces back in, and if you have any extra Play-Doh left over, go ahead and stick that in there. Grab your lid, push down on the center until you can hear it click. And put that to the side. All right, go ahead and get the cards for cutting. So we still need our scissors. So on this one, you're going to grab it with one hand and you're going to cut up the mountain. Once you get to the top of the mountain, you're going to use your hand and you're going to turn the card so you can go down the mountain. And once you got there, again, turn your card. Come on. And go up the mountain. Turn your card. And go down the mountain. Just like that. So we have two triangles when we're done. In the circle, grab the circle, and we're going to go around the black edge. We're going to have to use our other hand to turn the card while we're cutting. So make sure and move your hand around so you can do a nice job staying on the line. And mine's more of an oval than a circle. But go ahead and practice that a few times. So if you can get somebody to draw you the mountain and the circle, maybe 2 cards worth of that, that would be great. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on to the card that has the circles and the squares. And go ahead and grab your favorite color of crayon, which I'm going to grab it's kind of a pinkish red. All right, we're going to use our little circular motions to practice coloring in. So remember, we're going to do circular motions so we can stay in the lines. Go through all of your circles by using the circular coloring motion. And that helps us stay in our lines better. Now let's go up to the square. Good job. All right, you're done. Should look something like this, where all of your coloring stayed inside the lines. And you can go back in and fill in more until you have the whole area shaded. But remember, our goal is to practice staying inside of our lines and shading as much as we can within that. Good job. All right, now we're going to move on to our beads. Let's go ahead and get your pipe cleaner. Now I need to make sure that I have my end secured. Your end should already be secured. All right. So I want you to take out 10 beads. 10 different kind of beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to put the rest of the beads back in the bag so I don't make a mess all over the table. Alright, so here's our beads. You're going to hold it with one hand and you're going to hold it close to the end. You're going to put the bead on and then hold it with this hand and pull down with this hand. And then grab it back at the top, put a bead on. You use your pincher fingers to hold it at the end while you pull down with the opposite hand. And just keep going until you get all those on, all 10. Same thing. Put it on, grab it with your pinchers, use the other pinchers to pull it down. Two more left. On with our pinchers, hold with our pincher, pull down with our pincher. Grab with our pincher, put on with our pincher, hold with our pinchers, pull down. We have 10 beads on, and you can practice doing patterns. So you could do like red, white, red, white, red, white. You can practice counting your beads by sliding them back off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And do you see how I'm sliding them off with my pinchers? 10. You can also practice doing a little bit of math with those. You can take your beads and you can say 1 bead plus 2 beads equals how many beads? And you can just count those. 1, 2, 3. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. And you can do that with all different kind of numbers. You can say 2 beads plus 2 beads equals how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can practice making patterns. You can practice doing some math. And you can also practice using your eyes and your hands together to string these beads onto your pipe cleaner. Well, let's make sure and clean up our mess so we don't leave any messes on the table. Oops, there was one more bead. And put our pipe cleaner over with our beads to the side. All right, our last activity is we're going to draw. So since it's getting close to Thanksgiving now, we just had Halloween, we're going to learn to draw a turkey. So first we're going to start off by drawing a circle for the head. And then we're going to connect another part circle on for our body. Just like that. Okay, 2 circles for the eyes. And I like to color a little bit of my eyes in. Just a tiny little bit. Get the bottom. And then our nose, we're going to make the letter V for our nose. And then our mouth, same thing. We're going to make a circle, but we're going to color it in. So we can work on coloring again with our little circular motions. I missed some. All right, now we're going to do some feathers. So our feathers are going to be attached to our body. You can make them any way you want. You go out and in. We're going to make 4 feathers on this side. And then we're going to do 4 feathers on this side. I should have started up higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our 4 feathers on that side. And then our legs, we're going to draw the letter V again. Down, up, down, up. And then we're going to attach 3 little toes. And that is our turkey. Mine is kind of a silly looking turkey. I'll put another feather up there. But that is going to be our Thanksgiving turkey. So we'll work on that a few more times. And then also, go ahead and remember to practice writing your name. You might have to get your mom or dad, or even if you have a brother or sister, to write the name for you so you can practice tracing it and practice writing some of the letters by yourself. All right, that's all for this week. I hope you have a great day.